Hi everyone, I'm Amy Booth and welcome back to the BlueRose Kennels YouTube channel, sponsored by Canine Chronicle TV. Today's episode is going to be about what we keep in our first aid kit for animals, so stay right there. Hey everybody, I have worked with a good friend that's a veterinarian on this video to make sure that I'm providing you with as accurate of information as I possibly can. Prescription medications you're going to make sure you get from vets, and nothing that I'm going to tell you here is to replace veterinary care if that's needed. All this is just purely first aid and what we keep in our first aid kit. So let's get started. First of all, in case you have an accident with a foot, we keep some Epsom salt handy. You're going to mix the Epsom salt with some warm water to soak a dog's foot if that's needed. So keep Epsom salt in your first aid kit. Next we have vet wrap. In case you have to wrap something up, you for sure want to keep some vet wrap in there in case there's a cut, you want to stop bleeding, a rash, anything you want to keep them from licking. Vet wrap is great for that. And before you vet wrap something, you're going to make sure you have gauze. This little baggie has different types of gauze in it. An alcohol prep pad, some rubber gloves, and different types of gauze to lay down on a wound before I wrap it with my vet wrap. And all of this is to get your pet safely to a vet. Before you even use the gauze, you would want a prep sponge, and this is a iodine pad that would help clean the wound in case of emergency. If you have one of these, or you can get your hands on one of these, I highly suggest it. If not, just some antiseptic cleaner. Keep that in your first aid kit to help clean that wound of any kind. Very important to have. I highly recommend colloidal silver. It's the ancient antibiotic. Before all antibiotics, there was colloidal silver. This has helped heal a variety of different types of ailments. So simply spray this and you'll see a wound heal faster than without, for sure. I've even used this on myself and it works. So get your hands on some colloidal silver. This one is by Pure Paws, but I believe a lot of different vendors have a different type of colloidal silver. Highly recommend. Make sure you have handy thermometers. I always keep two. I have them in their cases, but I just took them out of the case just so that I could show you. Two thermometers, because in case one is old and not working, you have a spare. Also keep some extra batteries handy if you're working with digital ones. I've gone to use them before and they didn't work anymore. So batteries for the digital ones, make sure you have them. A temperature is really going to tell you if something is wrong with your dog. It's one of the first things that we reach for in case of an emergency. We also like to keep handy some Nutristat or Nutrical. It gives the dog a little bit of energy if they're super lethargic, in case they need to get a little bit of something in them. It has lots of vitamins and good nutrition. It's an energy booster, especially if you need it on your way to the vet. Some type of antiseptic cream, whether it's cortisone or anything like that, you want to have some kind of an antiseptic anti-itch hydrocortisone cream. It's always good to have handy for you and your pets. We keep the Dogzymes probiotic canine paste handy in case they have diarrhea. There are a variety of different products similar to this, but this is our go-to in addition to kaopectate. I like to keep two small bottles, one of rubbing alcohol and one of hydrogen peroxide handy, one for cleaning and disinfecting as well. The hydrogen peroxide, you can use a thimbleful for helping a dog throw up something if they're choking on something, or if they ingested something that they shouldn't have. It should help them vomit that up. So good things to have, and I just keep little small bottles of that handy. You're going to want to keep septic powder or any kind of thing like that for if you clip a nail too short and or a toenail is bleeding for any reason. The septic powder or quick stop will help it to stop bleeding. It'll help cauterize. Good thing to have in your first aid kit. Also tweezers or hemostats. If your dog picks up a tick or has something that you need to get in at safely, these will definitely help you as well, and good to have in a first aid kit. A great prize we won at a dog show one time was this little kit. And it has my gauzes, some scissors, some prep pads, some tapes, lots of different things in it. So having a good kit like this for you or your pet is a smart idea as well. I keep this in my emergency kit box. And Benadryl is great to have on hand for a bee sting or any type of allergy that occurs, some hives that happen. You can give Benadryl to your dog on your way to your vet. A couple more items that you might want to have in your kit, and I don't have it up here in the house with me, it's out in the kennel, is your ear cleaner, some eye wash in case any dog gets soap in their eyes or anything, and you can simply flush it out with some saline, so some saline eye wash, some over-the-counter antihistamine drops for eyes if those are needed as well. And if you're familiar using a bloat kit, you might want to keep that handy as well. I know that Phil's an expert at it, so I'm very thankful that he's around. Now, all these items I have in my kit, but I've discussed how to use them with my veterinarian, and I keep a cheat sheet handy inside of my box that tells me per size dog, what weight, what should I give, how much Benadryl, how much hydrogen peroxide, how much Nutristat, what are my vet's recommendations. But none of these are prescription drugs. All of these are over-the-counter first aid until you get a vet's care. So make sure that you have any prescription drugs from your vet handy and in a separate area to maintain your dogs if they need it. Develop a good relationship with your vet. Tell them what you do showing dogs. Tell them that you need advice on preparing an out of town or in case of an emergency kit for your dog, and see what they'll help you prepare. I'm sure they would be happy to help you prepare it if this then that type of scenario kit just for you and your animals. That's it, everybody. We hope that you enjoyed some of these tips and tricks. I'm sure there's more. If you have anything that you'd like to add, make sure you do it in the comment box down below. If you like what we're doing here on BlueRose Kennels with Canine Chronicle TV, make sure you subscribe to our channel, like this video, ring the bell so you're notified anytime we upload something new, and make sure you share this channel with anyone that you think might like it. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.